I'm going to take a full mock test in AP Uni. Let's get started. Let's first check your microphone. If you cannot hear your voice clearly, please raise your hand. If you cannot hear your voice clearly, please raise your hand. It's okay. Please introduce yourself. For example, you could talk about one of the following. I am not going to take this test. I am going to skip this test. Your interests, your plans for future study, why you want to study abroad, why you need to learn English, why you choose this test. It is not going to impact your score. So I skip. Yeah, I have part 1. Time allowed 54 to 67 minutes. Remember to put your headphone on before beginning this section. Speaking and writing. Okay, I'm going to start. Okay, let's go. The requirements to be an NASA astronaut have changed over the years to better align with the agency's missions and values. A potential candidate must be a US citizen, then also have to have master's degree from accredited institution. Acceptable degrees include engineering, biological science, or mathematics. Okay. A requirement to be an NASA astronaut. The requirements to be a NASA astronaut have changed over the year to better align with the agency's mission and values. A potential candidate must be a US citizen, then also have to have master's degree from accredited institution. Acceptable degree include engineering, biological science, or mathematics. Yeah, last time I have. More and more people are choosing to live in cities. They offer better opportunities, better services, and sanctuary from conflict and the effects of climate change influences. Yet large numbers of the people are unable for various reasons to move to cities. Skill mismatches, reluctance to sell land at loss, and sometimes because of explicit policy restrictions that limit people's movement within countries. More and more people are choosing to live in cities. They offer better opportunities, better services, and sanctuary from conflict and the effect of climate change influences. Yet large numbers of people are unable for various reasons to move to cities. Skill mismatches, reluctance to sell land at loss, and sometimes because of explicit policy restrictions that limit people's movement within countries. COVID-19 pandemic and related shutdowns are challenging the effectiveness of climate and institutional structure around the world, resulting in related crises for foreign policy development and economic inequality have consequently worsened, both within and across border and physical and monetary policy, exacerbating inequality by favoring the rich while leaving poorer people and countries behind. The COVID-19 pandemic and related shutdowns are challenging the effectiveness of civil and institutional structure around the world, resulting in related crises for foreign policy, development, and economics. Inequality have consequently worsened, both within and across borders, with physical and monetary policies exacerbating inequality by favoring the rich while leaving poorer people and countries behind. Spacecraft and non-spared equipment undergoes extreme stress due to vibration during rocket launches. To make sure that they remains functional in space, shock absorption technology was designed to protect the spacecraft. During earthquakes, buildings and bridges undergo similar stress. That is why the same shock absorption technology used to spacecraft is now used to strengthen buildings and bridges in earthquake-prone regions. Spacecraft and launchpad equipment undergo extreme stress due to vibration during rocket launches. To make sure that they remain functional in space, shock absorption technology was designed to protect a spacecraft. During earthquakes, buildings and bridges undergo similar stress. That is why the same shock absorption technology used for a spacecraft is now used to strengthen buildings and bridges in earthquake-prone regions. Okay, 5. Across Europe, electricity and gas prices are skyrocketing. This is a massive burden for large section of population. In Greece, too, energy bills have risen sharply in recent months. Since the financial and economic crisis, many people are living on the edge of poverty. Across Europe, electricity and gas prices are skyrocketing. Across Europe, electricity and gas prices are skyrocketing. This is a massive burden for large section of the population. In Greece, too, energy bills have risen sharply in recent months. Since the financial and economic crisis, many people are living on the edge of poverty. When agriculture fields replace natural vegetation, topsoil is exposed and can dry out. The diversity and quantity of macroorganisms that helps to keep soil fertile can decrease, and nutrients may wash out. Soil can be blown away by the winds or washed away by rains. Please. When agriculture fields replace natural vegetation, topsoil is exposed can dry out, and diversity and quantity of microorganisms that helps to keep the soil fertile can decrease, and nutrients may wash out. Soil can be blown away by winds or washed away by rains. Washed away by rains. Washed away by rains. Rains. Washed away by rains. Washed away by rains. Climate change is intensifying and is putting future to the entire coffee sector at risk. Roughly half of the land used to grow coffee will decrease and will no longer be suitable for coffee production. When effects on climate change rising at alarming pace, higher temperatures are significantly impacting coffee cultivation at lower elevations. Climate change is intensifying and it is putting the future of entire coffee sector at risk. Truly, half of the land used to grow coffee will decrease and will no longer be suitable for coffee production. With effect and climate change rising at the alarming pace, higher temperatures are significantly impacting coffee cultivation at lower elevations. Oof.
There is a need to sharpen the focus of this discussion.
There is a need to sharpen the focus of this discussion.
He developed his own program in partnership with an American expert.
He developed his own program in partnership with American experts.
He shared his own way to quickly adjust to college life.
He shared his own way to quick adjust to college life.
College homework has been demanding for most of the students.
College homework has been demanding for most of the students.
He performed the experiment correctly and has obtained accurate results.
He performed the experiment correctly and he has obtained accurate results.
Each student has been given their own email address by the school.
Each student has been given their own email address by the school.
His lecture was illustrated with slides taken during an expedition.
His lecture was illustrated with insight taken during the expedition.
An office assistant is to help the attorney organize all of his case files.
His office assistant is to help the attorney organize all of his case files.
The money was distributed among schools in this rural area.
The money was distributed among schools in these rural areas.
Several universities in our city have rigid rules about student conduct.
Several universities in our city have rigid rules about student conduct.
Banks will check your identification before allowing you to withdraw money.
Banks will check your identification before allowing you to withdraw money. Number of journalists in prison. Maximum number, minimum number. Conclusion. I have a described in detail image. I have 40 seconds to give my response. The image was very informative. The image was mainly about number of journalists in prison. From image I can see different colors like blue, black, green. From image I can see a smaller number and larger number. Conclusion, the lecture was very informative. Distribution of 2020 ID budget. Salaries, material, capital spending, overhead, consumable supplies. I have a described in detail image. I have 40 seconds to give my response. The image was very informative. The image was mainly about distribution of 2020 budgets. From image I can see salaries and materials. From image I can see capital spending and overhead. Conclusion, the lecture was very informative. Temperatures. (20°, 40°, 25°, 10°). Average year temperature per country. I have a described in detail image. I have 40 seconds to give my response. The image was very informative. The image was mainly about map. From image I can see average year temperature per country. From image I can see 25%. From image I can see 15 and 90 degrees Celsius. From image I can see different colors like blue, black, green. Conclusion, the lecture was very informative.
This kind of approach is kind of the way some students approach preparing for standardized tests. In order to get test scores to go up, teachers will end up teaching to the test. Now, that approach can work. Test results often do go up, but it fails the fundamental goal of education, to prepare students to succeed over the long term. So, given these obstacles, what can we do to transform the way we transform organizations? So rather than being exhausting, it's actually empowering and energizing. To do that, we need to focus on 5 strategic imperatives, all of which have one thing in common: putting people first. The first imperative for putting people first is to inspire through purpose. Most transformations have financial and operational goals. These are important, and they can be energizing to leaders, but they tend not to be very motivating to most people in the organization. To motivate more broadly, the transformation needs to connect with a deeper sense of purpose. Take Lego. The Lego Group has become an extraordinary global company. Under their very capable leadership, they've actually undergone a series of transformations. While each of these has had a very specific focus, the North Star, linking and guiding all of them, has been Lego's powerful purpose: inspire and develop the builders of tomorrow. Expanding globally, it's not about increasing sales, but about giving millions of additional children access to Lego building bricks.
The lecture was very informative. The lecture was mainly about tests. He also talked about teaching and fundamental goals. He also talked about education and organization. He also talked about empowering and flooding. He also talked about financial and operational goals. He also talked about global company. Lecture was very informative.
Which organ of our body is related to the word gastric?
Stomach, 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 stomach.
What do we call an entertainer who performs difficult physical acts such as jumping and balancing, especially in a circus?
Acrobat, 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 acrobat.
What do we call the condition of being unable to sleep?
Sleeplessness, sleeplessness, insomnia, insomnia, sleeplessness, sleeplessness.
How many millimeters is 1 centimeter equal to?
10, 10, 10 centimeter, 10.
What do we call the length of a line that goes around a circle or any other curved shape?
Perimeter, perimeter, circumference, perimeter, circumference.
What do we call the regular beating of blood through your body, and you can feel it especially when you touch your wrist?
Pulse, 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 pulse. Okay. Stone. Interpretations, interpretations. How you either downplayed, played, or ignored, ignored the indigenous point of view, which means that which means that which means that okay, the park is the park is on the straits Byfield Peninsula 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 across from the famous postal island national location so creating travel national parks allows indi indigenous people to be in charge of the narrative. Okay, I have 5 minutes remaining. Okay, I'm once more checking the spellings. Most Americans. Okay, there is yes. Now about Yellowstone National Park, the first national park in the United States. Parks in the United States, which was established in 1872. Okay, and these inter interpretations, however, either downplayed or ignored the indigenous point of view, which means that the park is okay, which means that the park is on the state's Bayfield Peninsula across from the famous Sportal Islands national location, creating tribal national parks allows indigenous people to be in charge of the narrative. Okay, done. Is 67 word total count. Okay, fine. Okay. Television has destroyed communication among field and family. Do you agree with that? Okay, I am going to use my template in this. Okay, my template is okay. I'm going to Okay, on recent years, okay, there has been a massive inquiries and number increase in the okay in the number of people claiming that okay after that topic television after trusted communication our family friends and family television has destroyed communication among friends and family. Okay, this is a topic. I'm going to coffee. Okay, now as such, as such, there are both marriage and demarriage in marriage to this trend although I I find that its marriage outweigh the weather okay the demerits outweigh the demerits full stop in this essay I will examine all the relevant facets based on factual promises okay next okay or Shreyas okay Shreyas amount of worldwide attention has been drawn the serious amount of has been drawn what on the topic of drawn to the topic of okay to the drawn to the topic of what best television had destroyed friends and family okay then because of the existence because of the existence of evidence because of the existence of evidence in favor as well as against approval of of what topic after that topic okay topic is television had destroyed communication and family okay so this must okay I'm going to comma yeah the issue of what okay this family has been of point of critical concern. Okay, critical concern. Okay, let's stop. Hmm. In conclusion. Okay, in conclusion, despite the claims put forward claims put forward in this essay. Okay, it is that apparent that the impact and outcome of outcome of what outcome of topic family are disputable. Okay, disputable. Now close. Are disputable. just examining examining the merits of personality merits of merits of what. Okay, merits of topic. Yeah, marriage. Oh, family is futile is fertile because there are there are reputations okay, relating to what first television. Okay, which model the case. Okay, now okay, I have only 181 words. Okay, I am going to add on this. Okay, concern. Okay, I have 20 words. Okay, concern. Consequently, con consequently. Okay, consequently, this essay is going to be about what. Okay, no, the okay, now the lecture. Okay, I am going to lecture. Essay was very informative. Okay, I'm going to close this. Yeah, 202. I have just 202. Yeah, 200. Right. I'm going to recheck the essay. In recent years, there has been a massive increase in number of people claiming that television has destroyed communication among friends and family. As such, there are merits and demerits in this trend. Although I found merits outweigh the demerits. In this essay, I will examine all the relevant, okay, spelling mistake, relevant facets based on a factual premises. Okay. A serious amount of worldwide attention has been drawn to the topic of destroyed communication among friends and family because of the existence of evidence in favor as well as against approval of television that destroy communication among friends and family. The issue of the television has destroyed communication among friend and family has been point of critical concern. Consequently, this essay is going to be about television as destroyed communication among friends and family. Yeah, the issue was very informative. The essay was very informative. In conclusion, despite the claim put forward in this essay, it is apparent that the impact and outcomes of television are destroyed communication among friends and family are disputable. Just examining the merits of television has destroyed communication among friends and family is fertile because there are refutations relating to television has destroyed communication among friends and family which model the case. Okay, thanks. Okay, submit. I'm going to submit this. Okay, okay. Ah, second part reading. Okay, time allowed 30 minutes. Okay, okay. I'm going to. Okay, you have break. You have 2 minute breaks. Okay, just come after break. Okay, 5 minutes, 5 seconds remaining. Okay, let's go to section or part 2. Okay, time up. Yeah, active listening is a communication technique that has been around many years and that has been used successfully in all types of what endeavor. Okay, favor, not favor doesn't make sense. Shaver, no. Shaver doesn't make sense. And hook, flavor or endeavor ending. Okay, ending. Just no. I think flavor. Okay, not just beginning. Parenting classes, marital relationship, public schools, counseling, and tutoring are just some of the areas where active listening is a valued skill. Okay, skill as the name. Okay, name the focus. Okay, as the name replies, the focus of active listening as a tool of improving communication. No, there is doesn't matter. Defies. No, is downward. Complies. Complies means okay. It doesn't make sense. Complies. Compare. No. Defies. Implies. At the name implies. Implications implies. Okay. Implies the focus of active listening and tool for improving communication is on listening rather than taking. It is whether the listener should aside his own thought, concentrating more clearly what is the speaker is actually saying instead of what is the listener thinking and the speaker is saying. It takes practice to okay, but after two we used part one. Okay, explain. Practice to explain. No, it doesn't make sense. Okay. It takes Practice to plaster. No, no, it doesn't make sense. Plaster the basic techniques. No, 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 it doesn't make sense. Master. It takes plastic to master the basic technique. Okay, master. Maybe was Esther. Practice to master the basic techniques. No, no, it doesn't make sense. I think master is a better option. Technique for listening, and you will probably feel awkward applying the technique in the beginning, but because of the point is to increase what activeness, restrictive festiveness, no, activeness, no, increase decreasing the possibility of misunderstanding with little discomfort. I think comfort, okay, effectiveness and comfort, okay, this makes sense. Okay, for thousands of years strategies have sharpened international related and lead to complex what alliances, okay, requirements alliances, complex alliances. International cooperative bodies such as United Nations and World Trade Organization used to because an increasing need of political cooperation at the global level. It is impossible to country to remain what constant global level, constant remain constant enemies. No. Focus remain political concert at the global level implies the component remain around the world boundaries. Okay, lead to complex. Happening about isolated, remain isolated. I mean, people ideas because of the rapid flow information city of the world, people are very or proud, aware or very capable of events. No, events is the events. Okay, not events capable of events. It is the aware of events. Okay, such increase the political tension and military what is colonization conflicts. Okay, as a result of Florida's national with limited resource can access good and knowledge that help you to part one what price rise is a price is the part one that is standard living authority and comes European Union EU lower or what abolish propose assess no lower or same or traffics tariffs abolish I think abolish yeah produce the across border and national institutes skills here but to focus on the particular business commercial excellence and the good black market economist magazine has reported that 1 billion people has been lifted out of poverty thanks to free trade policies on the downside outsourcing allow business to expand business downsource okay downsource no expand I think expand or exploit okay expand it is a downsource so it is I'm going to use what downsides exploit okay I'm going to switch exploit people source of cheap labor requirement on standard condition there is also a trend toward the trade Indonesian retardation is a negative meaning Indonesian degradation is a negative meaning toward business humanitarian the demanding and local consolidation okay I am going to use consolidation okay today global okay global what economy what types of economy weak economy no rural economy integrated digital or integrated what a digital means digital not digital economy yeah integrated economy yeah cheapest and the best source benefits of global supply chain is that business can take take advantage uh, advantage take advantage of prolongation. Yeah, low cost, advantage of low cost. Yeah, it makes sense. Low cost advantage, of low cost. Yeah, for example, can bring a one business and the risk factor is outside control. Tsunamis in Japan shut down the assembly of oil and essential parts could be a ship floating in Thailand. Okay, Thailand, the manufacturer. Okay, displayed, no, it doesn't make. Outplayed, no, it doesn't make sense. Relayed, yeah, it makes little bit, but delayed the manufacture. Yeah, due to tsunami, it's delayed. Okay, manufacture control delayed, and the ethical consideration can be a factor when the first try to ensure factory awareness, contract safe and working condition still occur. What types of error occur? No, it doesn't. Six infections. It doesn't make sense. Okay, abuses. Yeah, makes sense. Abuses. Yeah. Hmm. Driver may be more likely to crash if obstacle appears on the same height, but the investigations how to beat our height influence our type reaction time. Yeah, drivers height. Yeah, reaction time. It is a height PTE reaction time. Crash in the road. We have to calculate the reaction time. Yeah, reaction time. We calculate designed to particle related drive can find particular participants are driving obstacles with paper in road, either in the time with the heartbeat or between beat. When the obstacle coincide with the heartbeat, driver reaction times were slower and they were more likely to what? Split or crash. It doesn't make sense. See both. A split or crash. Likely to crash. Yeah, crash. Likely to crash. In a road accident, more likely to crash. Frankfeld presentation of the result of new scientists live in London or Thursday, where she discussed the possible effects of stools, the squeezing of the heart ventricles that occurs in the middle of heartbreak on driving. If you're driving and you are in a speed highly speed flexible, no, it doesn't make state. We have to be flexible state. It makes sense. No, educated estate. No, it doesn't. Technical estate. No, it doesn't match. Flexible assured. Flexible straight. I think assured estate. Flexible. Driving as assured. Which is betting along the fast speed. More credit style. Fine. Okay. The difference in feeding preference leading to a okay 6 C. Okay. According to passage discipline through is okay. Tribes are choose but okay, but the seven valid mammals food feeding mammals immigration, which is vegetation, has been worn down toward locality of food eat a period that when falls its go. I think C is the option. Trying to choose field area in which the vegetation has been drawn out. Species smallest wild beast. Yeah, if I like to choose low quality of food. Okay, it's larger chain focusing. This species all the muscular area blast. Last species all depend on for preparation of earlier one of the action of the zebra or the vegetation should waste much. It should be choose the low quality of food is in period when quality of rainfall did no, it's not. Zebra is the use of zebra, yeah, they eat more estimate than no, they already choosing the large herbivores use of mammals, maybe it's true. then one. Okay, see. Yeah, next. Okay, full device topic turns the focus on the shifting play, the light and colors of the behemoth's escort and despite who is the she kept in constant motion principally through the motivant of her moms, sometimes extended with the moons concealed under the costumes. She rejected the technical versatility moment in plan, the most prestigious form of the theatrical dance at the time, perhaps because her formal dance training was animal. Although her early theatrical career has included Susan Cresta, not primarily interested in storylining and expressing emotion through the dance and the drama, and her dancing emerged from the visual. Okay, formal and to dance training is all about dance training. So I'm going to take field types of experimentation using colanoid large and full consumes. No, full consume. Concentration moment of our costumes. Costumes are focused for yeah, virtuosity of the moment. Yeah, virtuosity of the moment. Yeah, I'm going to. Okay. Read aloud. It has been 1 minute. Minimum 5. An intervention. Independent sentences. Intervention and show some marker and career path they are interested in. Yeah, interested in. Yeah, interested in. Can share job market and the career path they are interested in. It was 5 years. There are many reasons intervention nowadays. Okay, where is the part the wandering bus path? One is yeah, career path. Now road nowadays use and best way to find this means a radical demand of the minimum 5 year experience many job levels. Okay, job level which is certainly laughable rate. Companies should be getting the some work experience never be bad idea. Okay, fine. World Mental Health Day 1992. Okay. What World Mental Health Day and started by the World Federation of Mental Health was took place of 10. Okay, after that post progression World Health Mental Health Rise Awareness of on this year theme is okay it's all about the celebrating. Okay, here is it has been on this creative yeah, celebrating now for being okay for being differential to the mobilizing for in support mental health. Yeah, mental health. This year theme is okay, fine. Around the world sub drought are ed. Okay, ed form ed more ing. Here is ed encountered ed ing and ing. Okay, around the world sub droughts are life for millions of people encountered life. No, it doesn't make sense. Disrupting. Okay, irritating drought disrupting for the millions of people. Manrogers have ed now bar 3 ed have created slow or encountered slow created. Okay, they are both created slow moving disaster course for the 14 years has put more than 7 million people at. Okay, after at what at contrary of no it doesn't make sense. It trading of no fault of no risks of famine. Okay, it is famine risks of famine at risks of famine. Okay, fine. The panda with its what black and white coat structure distinct structure. Okay, distinct distinct structure black and white. Yeah, is adorable by the world and it's what world and what world and world by the world and national treasure. what national treasure should be considered. Yeah, here old and considered as a national treasure. Okay, in China, yeah, considered. Finally, mean temperature forests high mountains of southwest China where they live almost entirely on bamboo. Where they after they live defensive almost no insist subsist subsist narrated doesn't make sense. Subsist or insist. I think subsist. Yeah, they subsist. Yeah, fine. Reptiles, the most abundant and animal group. Distinct what types of maintained and engaging, Soplin adopted elsewhere diverse animal group. Yeah, maybe a diverse animal group in the desert are well equipped. No man trial engaging elsewhere, man training to extreme, I think adopted to extreme temperature variation. Okay, bloated, well adopted. In in invest energy in what constant body temperature. What types of constant maintaining? Yeah, maintain directly constant when traveling elsewhere. Engaging. I think maintaining a constant body temperature. Yeah. In other words, reptiles can use their energy like hunting. What types? Used can use their energy for hunting. Reptiles can use their directly as like hunting use directly used. No, directly used. No, after used. I think equipped energy equipped. No. Elsewhere like elsewhere. Yeah, makes sense. Dinosaurs largely died off when the manhunt-sized astronaut struck or slammed. I think slammed into or 6 million years ago. Slammed. Meanwhile, in the shadow, tiny mammals had stingly or B3 brought up, picked up, picked up. Yeah, birth picked up. Then the disaster and mapping. Disaster and mapping. Disaster. No. It doesn't make sense. Drive the disaster and thrive in its aftermath. Yeah. The story comes that conclusion by mapping the complex interaction. Entering or mapping. Yeah. By after by we are using ing form. Yeah. By mapping. Yeah. It's good. Okay, geologists have discovered a massive Maya that approximately 6,500 square miles. What? Aerial experimentally identified. No. Conducted. That conducted experimentally 65 miles. No. Stretches. Oh, maybe. Let's competent experiment. No. Drives. No. I mean, makes sense. Finding where the result of an aerial survey the researchers via conducted via yeah researchers conducted via aeroplane yeah as the flame out and the reflected light is used to create an imaginary of landscape. Aerial, it's aerial imaginary, yeah, imaginary name. Using data from the scan, the team identify more than qualified qualified or identified qualified identified identified more than 1000 settlements. Okay. Internet data, whether it's form of the web pages and the downloaded file and email messages, travels over the system known as packet switching network. In the system, the data is message or field is broken up in packets or format per data. Each of these packets sends the format that includes information on the sender address, the receiver address, and the package placed in the entire message, and how the receiving computer can be sure that the package arrive. In fact, each data package called the packet in the sense of an destination via the best available route that might to be taken by all the packets in the message by one of the other packets in the message. Hook internet data. Okay. According to text, the description below is the transmission process is not. The receiving computer can determine whether or not package is what package. The package switching network, the data cannot be transmitted without being caught into package. No. Apart from the data, package also carry out is some other information. Okay. There are different routes for the transmission of data and package switches on how to maybe. I think A is the best answer. Yeah. Author develops the passage mainly by. Okay. Author developed the passage mainly by. Okay. Teen who have lived in poverty. The teen who have lived in poverty experience physically sign of the stress at higher level than those more economically secure family. The ongoing longitudinal study researchers tested children to 9-70 years, many of whom have lived at the below poverty level between the age of 16 and 17. Both their levels of cortisol hormones in the blood. It is one of the commonest metrics for measuring stress. Observed that the poverty in children has resulted in a stress. Also, researchers examined cortisol level after the participants' experience of social stressor and their cortisol level dropping, increasing playing stress. Providing typical example, maybe flowing natural time order, presenting conclusion and supporting evidence. Maybe hormones is blood is evidence. Comparing options from different sides. No, it's not comparing. It's a researchers. Yeah, researchers have result. Maybe supporting evidence. Yeah. Okay. Now we are in part 3 of the exam listening. Time allowed 30 to 43 minutes. Put your headphones on before beginning this section. Okay. Okay, I am going to write in this notes essentials.
Electricity is the physical flow of electrons, referred to as an electrical current. Electricity is an energy carrier that efficiently delivers the energy found in primary sources to end users who in turn convert it into energy services. Electricity can be created in 3 main ways. The most common is through electromagnetic conversion, where electricity is generated by moving an electric conductor like wires inside a magnetic field. The most practical example of this is a generator connected to a turbine. The turbine provides the motion required to move the conductor in the generator. This energy for motion can come from various technologies, for example wind turbines, hydro, or the steam created from heat produced in nuclear fission or coal combustion. Electricity can also be created through a chemical reaction. An example of this is a battery or a fuel cell. Finally, electricity can be created through solid-state conversion, where electricity is generated using the structure and properties of a solid. The specially constructed solid consists of different molecules packed closely together that create an electric current when stimulated. An example of a technology that utilizes solid-state conversion is a solar PV cell. It is important to note that electricity is the same regardless of how it is produced. So the electricity generated from an electromagnetic generator is the same as that from a battery.
I am using template about mainly about electricity. Okay, about electricity. No show the lake show the speaker talked about their flow of electrons. Okay, electrons and primary sources. Furthermore, the audio describes their conductors and turbines. The lecture mentioned their informations. I am going to add it is on my template. Information and communication. The lecture concluded by highlighting facts about solids and generators generated wire generators. The lecture was very informative. It gave more details about the magnetics generators. Okay, I'm going to erase this. The lecture was mainly on electricity. Okay, small. Electricity. The electricity of electrons. Primary sources. sources. Audio describes their conductors and turbines. Mention their information and communication. Lecture concluded by highlighting facts about solids and generators. Lecture was very informative. It gave more details about the electromagnetic generators. Generators. Okay, fine. Okay.
A team of researchers finds that shelling out for services that save time can bring greater feelings of life satisfaction than, say, simply buying more stuff. The results appear in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. It's safe to say that most of us often feel crunched for time. So much so that we're experiencing what Ashley Whillans of the Harvard Business School, the lead author of the study, describes as a time famine. And like any famine, this chronic lack of time takes its toll on our health.
When we feel like our to-do lists are longer than the hours that we have time in the day to complete them, we can feel as if our life is spiraling out of control, thereby undermining our personal well-being.
Well, if time is money, Whillans and her team wondered whether money that's used to buy time could offer some relief, like paying someone else to clean the house, mow the lawn, or deliver the groceries.
The Venezuelan authorities say they have suppressed what they termed a terrorist attack on an army base in the city of Valencia. Diosdado Cabello of the governing United Socialist Party said loyal troops re-established security at the base. Officials said 7 people had been arrested and at least one of them died. Afghan officials say at least 50 people, including women and children, have been killed by militants in the northern province of Saripul. A spokesman told the BBC that insurgents attacked security checkpoints and entered a village, killing civilians, among them women and children. He said Taliban and Islamic State fighters were involved. The Taliban has denied killing civilians. They say they killed 28 members of a local militia.
Authorities, okay. Loyal, okay. Militants, okay. Province, province, northern province, province of Suri, okay. Denied, okay. Has denied.
First, though, the U.S. government has released its monthly jobs report. It's one measure of how the economy as a whole is doing. The report that just came out is for the month of September, and it was a disappointment. Economists had expected that 479,000 jobs would have been added last month. The actual number was well below half that, according to the U.S. Labor Department. It was the second month in a row that the number of jobs added to the American economy was dramatically lower than what economists predicted, and no one knows exactly why the growth in this area has slowed down. Many economists point to continued concerns about the coronavirus pandemic and the Delta variant of the disease.
Released. Disappointment, okay. Expected, dramatically, dramatically variant 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 variant
The World Health Organization says 12 years ago, India alone was responsible for almost 70% of all polio cases around the world. It calls India's success against polio one of the most significant achievements in public health. WHO officials say India's accomplishment proves the crippling disease can be eliminated in even the most challenging circumstances with a strong political commitment. The number of polio cases has decreased from an estimated 350,000 a year to 33 since the WHO launched its global eradication campaign in 1988.
Responsive. Okay. Responsive. Accomplishment. Accomplishment. Eliminated. Okay. Commitment. Political commitment. Estimated. Can be eliminated. Was responsible. Accomplishment. Estimated. Okay, fine.
Urban development is the first thing I wanted to talk about here in Perth. Urban development is going on at a great pace, and the standard approach here in Western Australia is for suburban development to happen at the outer edges of the city. You have suburbs slowly spreading out into areas that are cleared, and this is eating into both areas of native bushland and land that used to be used for farming, for agricultural purposes. The debate here is that, on one side, there's the idea that we need more housing. We have a housing shortage in Western Australia, and suburban expansion is essential. Suburban expansion on the edges of the city is cheaper and easier to do than building more homes within the city, even though it's recognised it creates lots of problems with infrastructure and so on. On the other side of the debate, people say that urban sprawl is destroying bush, and consequently the natural wildlife that exists there, and that it's too easy for developers to ignore these facts.
If reading fiction is an exercise...
Bread and cereals have a long history. The first bread was made in the Nile Valley about 10,000 years ago. The people used stones to crush the grain into coarse flour, and then they made the flour into primitive forms of bread. Primitive bread was not like the bread we know today because it was simply flour dough dried on heated stones. The invention of ovens came later. Leavened breads and cakes, which are made to rise by the action of yeast, were also a discovery of the ancient Egyptians. The Egyptians were the first people to master the art of baking. News of this new wonder food spread to other places in the Middle East. Soon other people were collecting seed, cultivating land, and inventing ways to turn grain into flour. Baking used to be a social activity. While some homes had their own ovens, many families had to bake their dough in communal bakeries. To identify their loaves, each household would make a distinctive mark on the bread, sometimes with a special stamp bearing the family.
In the 19th century, there were several periods when large numbers of people moved from one place to another around the world. In many cases, people moved to another continent. These mass migrations were on a much larger scale than any previous migrations in history. One major movement was from Europe to the Americas, Australia, and Africa. This migration of Europeans involved around 60 million people over 100 years. Another mass migration was from Russia to Siberia and Central Asia. Another was from China, India, and Japan to Southeast Asia. These large movements of people were made possible by the new cheap and fast means of
transition, internet, transportation, airlines, means of transportation. Okay.
It might look and even feel like paper, but a new material created by scientists at MIT is designed to be an oil spill superabsorber. This technology debuted in a recent issue of Nature Biotechnology. Scientists designed a mesh of nanowires made of potassium manganese oxide. The mesh is dried in much the same manner as cellulose is treated to make paper. Between the nanowires are tiny pores that act like capillaries to absorb liquid, again like a paper towel. But the wires have a coating that repels water. In fact, researchers say this material can be left in water for a month and, when taken out, will still be dry. But oil can seep into those pores. The nanopaper can absorb 20 times its weight in oil, and it can be reused. Potassium manganese oxide is stable at high temperatures, so to clean it, researchers heat it above the boiling point of oil. The oil evaporates, and the paper is clean again. About 200,000 tons of oil have polluted waters around the world in this decade alone. Scientists say this new nano oil cleaner could help sop up inevitable future spills.
New parents can act pretty strangely. For example, they often have an obsessive interest in what comes out of their baby's bottoms. Now researchers at Stanford University join them in their diaper diving to explore when and how bacteria colonize the human gut. Adults harbor complex microbial ecosystems within their GI tracts. These bacteria help digest food and contribute to a healthy immune system. But when a baby's born, its intestine is devoid of bacterial inhabitants. Within days, however, a cavalcade of microbes set up shop, establishing a vibrant intestinal community whose residents soon outnumber the baby's own cells. The researchers found that the early months were chaotic, with established species disappearing and new ones taking their place. But by the time the babies were 12 months old, each harbored a dynamic but unique collection of intestinal fauna. A set of fraternal twins had the most similar bugs, which suggests that genetics may have something to do with which bacteria stick around. Next, I'll look at how formula versus breast milk affects a baby's intestinal ecosystem. With so many questions left to explore, the researchers will no doubt be mining diapers for some time to come.
You've probably heard of peanut or shellfish allergies, but a meat allergy? Not as common. Even weirder is what might be causing it: tick bites, according to a study in the Journal of General Internal Medicine. A few years back, folks started showing up in emergency rooms in the southeast U.S. with hives, swelling, or worse, anaphylaxis, after eating red meat. For this study, researchers looked at 3 of those cases, and they found that tick bites, specifically those of the Lone Star tick, seemed to be the cause. The bitten victim's immune system appears to become sensitized to a substance called alpha-gal. And whereas all the major food allergies are triggered by proteins, the culprit here, alpha-gal, is a carbohydrate. Alpha-gal is found in the meat and fat of hoofed mammals, like cows, sheep, or pigs. So eating a burger can expose you to alpha-gal, which activates antibodies and leads to the release of histamines. Researchers say something similar to alpha-gal in the tick saliva may set off the immune system, which then goes after the alpha-gal in meat, and leaves a steak lover ticked off.
This course includes several class lectures and laboratory activities. The words used in academic lectures tend to be more formal. This approach encourages students to develop their own research skills. Organizing public lectures can be a difficult task for new teachers.
Okay, fine, submitted. Now, okay, first we check writing. Okay, we have 7 by 7 writing. Okay, yes, we have 7 by 7 in writing. Okay, now essay. Okay, here is the time essays worldwide. Okay, because okay, raise more time essays on writing. Now reading here is we have 3 by 4, 4 by 4, 4 by 4, and where we have 4 by 4, 3 by 3, 2 by 2, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 3 by 3. Okay, we have 3 by 3 here. We have mistaken here. Okay, 3 by 3. Here we have 4 by 4. Okay, we have 4 by 4. We have 4 by 4. Here is 1 by 1. Okay, almost. We have only one mistake. Where we have oh, 3 by 4 missed. Okay, we have here one mistake. Where it is. Okay, now We are going to in listening. Here is, we have a score 8 out of 9 out of 10. Okay, where do we have mistake? 8 of 10. Now we are going to, okay, it's fine. In the blank slate, 5 out of 5. Okay, it is 5 out of 5. It is 5 out of 5. It is 1 out of 1. Where is 1 out of 1? It's almost fine. 6 to 6, 6 by 6. Okay, here we have highlight incorrect word, 6 by 7. Oh, where is one mistake? Here is 4 by 4. Right form dictation. Here is one mistake. Spelling 10 out of 11, 9 out of 10, 11 out of 11. Okay, this one mistake on listening. Writing, now speaking. Okay, here is all of overall out of 70 by 70, 73, 70, 70 by 90. Okay, out 70 plus. Now we are wait for some moment. We are going to score. Phew. Okay. The requirement to be an astronaut. Okay, fine. Now we have some problems in this essay. Okay, where is 3 by 4, 1 mistakes. Okay. I am going to add flavor into implies 1 mistakes. In speaking, we are going to enrich a lecture 16th. Seven twelve 66. Okay, we're going to 77 by 90, 70 by 90, 72 by 90. Okay, now refreshing fuse. We are going, that is 2, 72 by 90, 75 by 90. Now on scoring. Okay, mock test is being scored by APUN AI. Waiting. To 10. One mistake. Here we are 43 total damages. Describe image. I am not going to hope that. Sometimes AI errors should be mentioned. Okay.